And we're back with another big one today.
Sorry we're a little late. Couple problems setting up the stream, getting the audio right, but we're here.
Once again, I am Mason Smith.
And I'm Wyatt Laney.
And we will be your play-by-play and color commentary today.
Yep, we're excited. Gonna be a good one today.
So we got Coeur d'Alene versus Lewiston. Should be an action-packed game. We're already about halfway into it, so we'll just start off right now.
Score is 4-0 in favor of the Bengals.
We got Braylon Howland shooting 2 right now.
And
looks like we got some.
Gotta talk a little bit. So, yeah, how are we feeling about this game tonight, Mason?
You know, I'm feeling great. You know, first, if you guys didn't, well, I guess we didn't stream the freshman game, huh? Freshmen end up winning by, I believe, 5 points, and so hopefully that'll be carried over into this game here. So hopefully JV can squeeze out this win today.
Yeah, you know, they might say JV isn't as important as varsity, but, you know, these are the futures of these programs, so.
Amen to that.
You know, we'll see what these JV squads got. You know, Mason, so what do you think we can expect from our Bengals today? You know, you think we're going to drain a couple threes? About how many do you think?
6, 7.
You know, I think, you know, I have no problem with that guess. I see that.
And we got Henson with the ball right now, driving
right
up
after
the
good
court.
Steal.
Finds McPhee. McPhee goes up for the layup, and it's good. Great play by McPhee right there.
Those are the plays we love to see from this young JV squad. You know, McPhee not afraid to go up with a hand in his face, and, you know, got some points.
Howland with the ball, finds McPhee. McPhee for another layup, and it's good. Wow, contested.
And that's 2 in a row. He's a baller.
Abel to Fagan. And Whitaker with the ball will find Preeb. Interesting last names Coeur d'Alene's got here. Preeb recovers it, and it'll go out on Lewiston right there.
Looked to be a little bit of a miscommunication there. Just had Walker a little unaware of the pass coming to him. You know, some of the things, you know, you might expect a little bit more at the JV level, but, you know, that's because they're learning.
Yep, nonetheless. Now we got Whitaker with the ball. Whitaker will find Radford for 3 off the rim. Picked up by McPhee. McPhee will find Walker. Walker will go up for 2, and that's good. Radford with the ball to Whitaker. Whitaker back to Radford, makes a little move there. Gets past, and he will go up for the layup, and that is also good.
Both teams finding these contested layups. You think that that might be a little bit of a practice emphasis, you know, scoring under pressure?
I would agree. I would assume so here. Little frantic down there on the court, but it'll be Lewiston ball. I believe Henson will be throwing this one in.
So what do you think some keys to victory are going to be for both these teams?
You know, to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of these JV games, so I'm not sure. Maybe come back to me. DeGroot with the ball. We'll find Bobek. Bobek, the big in the paint, and he will make the
good move.
Layup right there. Bobek standing at a massive 6'4". I swear he's taller than that, though.
Yeah, probably just.
I thought he was like 6'6", to be honest.
Maybe even 6'7".
maybe 6'7".
Yeah, we'll just put him at 7 foot. Some recruiting thing, you know, probably lies a little bit about the height. So.
Yeah.
Now we got a 13-3 ball game. I mean, you know, I don't know about you, but I think that this start for the Bengals is pretty massive. I mean,
it is pretty massive. Got 10 10-point difference here, 10-point lead for the Bengals. Quite a substantial start here in the first quarter. Looks like Coeur subbed in some new players here. Get their names.
Coeur d'Alene is struggling a little bit to get their footing, so hopefully they were able to discuss a little bit in that huddle.
Fagan with the ball. Or Fagan, I don't know. I think it's Fagan, but Fagan to Stern. Stern to Radford. Radford for 2. Wow. Great play by Radford right there. Showing off his skill set. Bobeck will go in, push his way through, hopefully. But it will be a travel.
Yeah, that was definitely a travel.
And because of that, looks like Bobeck is coming off and McPhee will go in. And number 10, Trayton Burke, will also go in for Peyton Walker there. Pretty young team here, a lot of sophomores, some freshmen too.
It's good for the program.
Great for the program. Howland. Intercepted by Rubert there, and then he took that 3 off the rim, though.
See, foul by DeGroot. So, Crew DeGroot started off the season a little rough, had I believe, ankle injury, so it's nice to see him back on the court.
Yeah, I believe so. Fagan will be shooting 2 here. Yeah, like you're saying, White, I do think he had that ankle injury for a while. Happy he's back. Looks like he's playing good, so.
Always nice when, you're not letting those injuries and stuff ruin your entire season, so. Definitely something nice for him.
And that second one is good. I've been trying to study, since it's a JV game, I've been trying to study, kind of watching Wes and Asher, the pros, you could say. Off the rim there. DeGroot, bit of a rumble on the ground. That'll be picked up by, and he's not marked on the roster, so number 24. Whoever that is. McPhee went up for a layup there, no good. Finds Burke, back to McPhee, and Henson for 3. Bang! Oh, no good? Was that just net?
Looks like no good, but maybe a little bit of a warning shot. Got to let him know that he can shoot that 3 ball.
Yeah, I guess no good. I don't know. Rubert with the ball. Contested by 2. Makes a sloppy pass. Intended for 24. Don't know that guy's name. He's not on our list, so.
Guess we'll just call him number 24 then.
Yeah. Now we got Cameron Martin checking in for Carson Henson for the Bengals. Burke with the ball. We'll find Martin. Back to Burke. Burke to DeGroot, and a couple feet short there. Radford dribbling up here. Might take it himself. Nope, intercepted by the Bengals. McPhee, 1v1 situation off the rim. Rebounded by Martin. And Martin will hold on to the ball there.
Martin taking the 3-on-1, does not back down. A little bit of maybe a Dennis Rodman situation.
Yeah, maybe.
And those rebounds are important.
Martin with the ball again, tries getting it, but that'll be picked up by Radford. Radford down the court. We'll find Razor. Razor to Stern. And Stern to Rubert. Rubert will go up for the layup. And it'll be a travel? Is that what I saw?
Yep.
Yep, travel.
Was indeed the signal that the ref gave.
And then we got Shoemaker checking in here. I used to play, this is way off topic. I used to play like ball, you know, at the Boys and Girls Club, like just in the summer messing around.
Oh, yeah?
Shoemaker used to be a hooper, so I want to see if he still is. He used to make everything, I swear.
And looks like he still has a passion for the game. You know, definitely a kid that we could see at the varsity level next year in a couple years. And,
Yeah.
you know, promising young gentleman.
Rubert drives in. Oh, finds 24. That'll be picked up by Peyton Walker. And Walker will find DeGroot for a layup.
Good
And
pass.
DeGroot will not make that.
I think that pass came from like Tom Brady or something, right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, great pass there.
DeGroot also a receiver for the football team.
Is
so,
he?
You know, maybe a little bit of those receiving skills.
Receiving skills, yeah. Work on the finishing, though, huh?
Mhm.
And now we got Bobek checking in for Xavier McPhee. DeGroot will shoot his second shot. Pray for net, and it's net. Nice. So that'll bring a 7-point lead for the Bengals, 14-7.
Looks like Henson checks into the game.
Razor with the ball. Razor will drive in and find Rubert. Rubert will take it himself and passes to Whitaker. Whitaker to Rubert.
Little 360 there.
Rubert showing off his skill set. Great ball handling. 24 with the shot off the rim. Hopefully a rebound. And that'll be Bengals ball. Picked up by Martin. Martin in a 1v1 battle with 24 there. Henson with the shot off the rim, no good. Picked up by Martin, or Walker, excuse me. Shoemaker with the shot, rim. That's Whitaker with the ball. He'll go up for two, no good. Picked up by Walker. Walker goes down the court and gets blocked by Rubert. Almost a great play by there. Great play there by Walker.
And right now, these Bengals just want to go fast, so no. Don't know if that's the thing they have drawn up, but I do know that their coaching staff does have a lot of stuff cooking. As we know, the varsity squad right now off to a pretty good year. Only one loss on the season. So how much do you think that translates over to the JV squad?
You know, I know Coach Malm is very passionate about the sport, and I know that he cares a lot about these younger guys, you know, and training them because, you know, they are the future. And
which is,
if he wants the Malm legacy, I guess you could call it, then this would, I mean, he's here right now, you know. He cares about these guys.
which is great to see because, you know, he's showing, you know, this entire town that, you know, he's not just here to build, you know, one good team, but he's building a program right now, and, you know, he's making sure that he's at all levels of the sport, you know, also the youth level, kids who aren't even in high school, just developing them because,
Yeah,
you know, he
camps
wants to
in
see
the summer and
he wants to see, you know, a prosperous, you know, basketball team, which is amazing to see, and I think it's really good for, you know, the town, this program, because, you know, he wants to build winners.
Amen. And he's doing a great job. I mean, this Coeur d'Alene game will be one of Lewiston varsity and JV, but varsity, one of their tougher games, and see if they can keep that 16 and I guess that'd be 16-1. They win this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing is for sure, it's going to be a good game tonight. So,
Please tune in. Stay tuned.
definitely tune in.
Rupert with the ball. We'll find Whitaker. Whitaker calling off a play here, looks like. He's chirping something. Rupert with the ball. Drives in and will be fouled. Rupert, definitely one of Coeur d'Alene's stronger players and not afraid to drive the ball in himself and go in for that layup. First one is good.
Looks like Vikings closed the gap a little bit. Had a timeout earlier. It was 13-3, but now we got a 14-5 ball game. 7 minutes, 43 seconds left.
Yeah. Second one is also good. Oh, little overthrow there by Walker, but picked up by the Vikings, and 24 will score that one. Walker with the ball.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there.
Walker will find Martin, and Martin will find Walker again to Shoemaker. Henson wide open with the 3 off the rim. Henson told me before the game that one of his coaches were telling him that he needs to take those shots. So I'm happy he's taking these shots. So I don't know if he's been a little sheepish this year, but not sure.
I mean, he's showing his coaches that he's coachable. Definitely listens, so
for sure.
It's another good thing. Those are the kids that you want to build your program on.
Whitaker from downtown Airball City, though.
Yeah. That one, deep 3. Maybe it would have went in if he was right at the 3-point line.
Shoemaker with the ball. Finds Bobek. Bobek bodies his way in. No good, though. Ring around the rim there. Whitaker will find 24. Back to Whitaker. Spun out of his hands. And he'll get fouled and go to the line. But like I was saying, so I've been researching, watching these games that Wes and Asher do, and I've noticed that Wes has a lot of energy. And
that is.
And so I'll watch him, and Wes will be like, "Got it," say stuff like that.
Yeah, has a.
So
maybe do you describe it as a intense voice?
Very intense, yeah.
Kind of talks like this.
Kind of.
Yeah. Not to.
Oh man.
Not to poke fun at him. Wes is a phenomenal guy. Very, very great to go to school with him.
Laney, you crack me up, dude. And we got Walker with the ball, and Henson will carry. Find a pass to McPhee, who finds Bobek. Bobek will try again, no good off the rim.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the Bengals right now, I'd maybe try to find Bobek a little bit more. I mean, looks like he's really using that size to his advantage, Couple missed shots, but definitely the ones that
for 3.
High percentage.
Air ball there. And that will be Whitaker with the ball. Whitaker takes it in, drives. Overtaken by the Bengals. Walker will go up, no good off the rim. Shoemaker intended the pass for McPhee there, but taken by Whitaker.
A smart charge taken.
Abel will find Rupert. Rupert will find Radford. Radford against Walker here. Finds Rupert again. Rupert will go up for the layup. No good, though. And that's Walker with the ball. And I don't know. Who is that out on, Wyatt?
Looks to be the Vikings.
Good looks. But no, I think our challenge here for the third quarter would be maybe we do like a little Wes Asher, you know, impersonation. Maybe
so
just for a few minutes. See if
are
we
you
sound more
gonna
professional,
be
maybe?
you gonna be Wes and I'll be Asher or
Sure.
what?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I have the Asher voice though.
And we got McPhee, Henson to Walker. Walker makes a move, goes up, no good off the glass.
And shot clock violation.
Runs out of time. Got Caden DeGroot subbing in. Radford with the ball. Intercepted by DeGroot. DeGroot to Henson.
Bang!
Howland
Got it.
with the three there. Nice. Got it.
Nope.
Howland with the three there. We got Radford. Takes a tumble on the court. DeGroot finds Henson.
Good
Henson
move.
pump fake. Pump fake, Henson. We got Preeb with the ball.
Bengals finally scoring some more points here.
Preeb will find Stern. Stern will find Radford for three off the rim. Rebounded by Abel. Abel will bring it up again and
Good box out by Abel there.
score those 2 points. McPhee finds DeGroot. DeGroot will find Martin. And Martin will go up no good. Or Howland, excuse me, not Martin. And Rubert for three, off the rim. Picked up by McPhee. McPhee will go up for the layup there, off the glass, however. Looks like Stern got a hand on it.
And say McPhee, definitely one of the stronger players that the Bengals have. You know, finds a lot of looks, pretty good shooter.
I would agree.
You know, definitely one of those players that Coach Mull will be able to look to, you know, next year and year after that is one of his top guys on varsity.
For sure. McPhee made that first one, and he will go up for the second. Off the rim, no good. And we got Stern with the ball. Stern's got like a black eye, I noticed. Anyway, Rubert,
Just shows his toughness.
I guess. Rubert will find Abel. Abel for three. Air ball. No good.
You know,
Ball goes into the cheerleaders, and Fagan tried recovering the ball there. Almost took out some of our cheerleaders.
he's you know, they're just part of the court. Sometimes that happens. You know, speaking of that black eye earlier, you know, I'm a wrestler, and I will say having a black eye and stuff is pretty common in the sport, pretty physical, and it's one of those things. It's just a little bit of aura right there. I mean, definitely just shows off your toughness, you know, makes
For
you
sure.
look cool. I mean, don't know if it's really the same in basketball, but yeah, as a wrestler, I think it looks cool.
Martin will pass to Burke. Burke will take on 25, or Rubert there. Man, my numbers.
Oh, we're all good.
Off the rim there by Howland. Rubert with the ball. Rubert finds Abel. Abel back to Rubert. Rubert 1v1 with Burke. Finds Whitaker. Whitaker making a move here. Thinks about a shot, no. Oh, and he passes to Abel. Abel back to Rubert. Rubert goes up off the rim. You know what I've noticed, though, about JV games that I have attended?
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty fast-paced. Not that varsity isn't, but I feel like it's a little more organized. Like, it's kind of a lot of breakaway situations, you know? Like, a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
for sure. I mean,
long passes. I mean, they'll get into situations like we're in right now where it's man-to-man coverage and
just want to go fast. I mean, a little bit, you know.
yeah, make
The
some
expectation on varsity is probably a little bit more ball care, but you know, a lot of these kids developing.
They'll make some plays kind of like this, but others it's like it'll be a quick switch of like team that has the ball, and then we'll get like these breakaway situations.
Yeah, for sure.
Preeb with the ball. Preeb will get fouled. Shoemaker fouled Preeb there. He'll get subbed out. Fagan. Now Whitaker. Whitaker to Rubert. Rubert drives in. Goes up for the layup. No good. Bengal ball. Minute 24 remaining on the clock. Lewiston up by 6 points. Score is 20-14.
See, you think they're going to take it still fast pace? I mean, it looks like they will, or you think they maybe slow down?
I think it'll be pretty consistent, pretty about the same.
And
Three
got
is
it.
Good by Cameron Martin. Whitaker driving. Toying with the ball here. Martin picks it up and will go up himself. He gets fouled. Does
Looks
not
like he'll have
make that
two.
layup. Martin's first shot is good. Second shot off the rim. Bobek trying to rebound. Fagan will take it, and now Preeb with the ball. Back to Fagan. Fagan for three. Rim around the Rosie. And Martin with the ball. Or excuse me, Howland. I always get them confused.
Good shot right there.
Walker makes that. Razor finds 24. Razor will take the shot off the side of the backboard there. And that'll bring us to halftime.
You know, I think, here's my take on it, but I think started that second quarter a little bit rough for the Bengals. You know, kind of let Coeur d'Alene come back, but then, you know, the turntables, and I think they kind of switched it back to where Coeur d'Alene wasn't scoring as much, and they put more on the board, which I think was massive. So
this is really still anyone's ball game.
Oh, for sure.
And like I said, you know, it's very fast-paced, so there's really no telling. But I think this is a pretty evenly matched team, so I can't wait to see how Varsity will turn out. I know they got some big names up there with some offers from Coeur d'Alene.
Yep.
Like Caden Simmons is supposed to be pretty good, but you know, we got Royce Fisher and Parker Bogar and
No.
Mason Way and
Drew Aldridge is a pretty good player.
Drew Aldridge and Guy Krassel and Jordan Walker. Basically our whole team.
Yeah.
Pretty
We
good.
got some ballers.
Anyway, with that, we will take a break with them. Go get some water, go get some food or something. I need some chapstick. My lips
Oh.
are chapped.
Maybe just a little bit of water for me. Can't be too dehydrated calling these
Wrestling, yep.
games. So, for sure. No, so yeah, we'll leave it to you. We'll be back after halftime.
See you in 8 minutes and 27 seconds. boom, 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 boom. And we're back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're
baby.
back. Boom, 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 boom.
We're back. Got it. Got it. All right, I think I got my West Hess impersonations
All
in,
right.
and we're good to do it.
Let's get her running.
Bangarang!
Get her running. Why? You haven't done play-by-play before. Would you like to try it? I think
I don't know. I
this is
think
your
the
time.
problem is I'm a wrestler, so I just don't know the sport of basketball as well.
You try it. We all have to learn.
I mean, am I
You'll
learning
get
right
her
now?
done. I'll help you out a little bit, you know.
Oh, I'm sure I could do it. I don't know. It's like Wes and Asher. It's, Wes is always the one doing all the play-by-play.
I got you your list right here.
We'll
Try it
do
out.
it though. I just have to learn
You'll
these
learn?
Coeur d'Alene names.
Within the first few minutes, you'll get the names down.
Yeah, I know. It's like Stern just went up and won.
Nice.
So, how are we feeling about this second half? What do you think was talked about in that locker room for both teams?
Honestly, I think maybe utilizing Bobek here as the big. Seems like they keep him on the court for a reason.
For sure. Walker driving down the court, looks around, finds McPhee, back to Walker, driving in. Finds Howland, back to Walker. Looking around, Bengals moving the ball pretty good. Back to Howland for three. Oh, like you say, ring around the rosy. Oh, Walker gets sealed to Bobek. Uses that
Aye.
size. That one's easy.
Bobek for two.
As you were saying, utilizing that height's definitely key for them. We got Preeb to Whitaker. Whitaker to Fagan. Which one?
I
What
think
were
I
you
said
saying?
Fagin.
Fagin?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to stick with Fagin then. Kind of like a wagon.
Yeah.
And we got our rhymes. Ooh, Henson laying out. Got a little bit of a scramble.
Fagin with the ball.
Fagin. And there's two for the Vikings. Still keeping it fast-paced. McPhee down the court, going quick. Finds Howland. 4-3. Got it!
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. And Fagin passes to Whitaker. Whitaker to Stern. Stern up, contested. And layup. Bobek using that size. Walker down the court. Finds McPhee. McPhee pump fake a little bit. Looks around. Finds Bobek. Bobek driving in. Loses the ball. And that'll be stolen by the Vikings. Whitaker now down the court. A little bit of press going on. Bengals think maybe putting a little more emphasis on defense. Not really loosen up. No time to breathe for the Vikings maybe.
I would agree. Looks like the refs called that a travel right there. So
Yeah, Bengal ball.
Bengal ball right now.
Rubert checks into the game for the Vikings. As we got Howland down the court. Howland looking around. Finds Henson. Henson to McPhee. McPhee goes up and got it.
Great
And
little play right there by
Yeah.
McPhee, stepping into place, getting
Good
his feet
movement.
planted.
As we got Fagin looking around. Finds Whitaker. Howland guarding Fagin. Whitaker now looking around, guarded by Walker. Goes in to Fagin, who drives in. And poked out by Walker. Fast break, goes up, and no good. Rebounded by Howland. Howland had a little bit of an open look, passes it away. And Walker, no good on the three. Foul there by... what team was that? Looks like the Bengals. All right, so still definitely fast-paced, wouldn't you say?
I would agree. Very, very quick game. Again, very even match is what it looks like right now.
Yes, for
Really.
sure.
Obviously, Bengals are up. It's 35-19 right now, but you know, if 3 right there, big 3.
Big 3
by
for Stern.
Stern, big guy with the big 3.
Yeah, 6'3" guard, only a sophomore.
But what, like I said,
never mind, not a guard, more of a post.
But like I said, hopefully using this momentum, like that 3 they just hit right there, they can carry that into the rest of this game, and Coeur d'Alene still could have a chance at the win here.
Yeah, I don't know how many more 3s do you think they're gonna want to hit?
6, 7.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good number. And a little bit of a loose ball. Ball goes to Howland. Howland to Martin. And then we got Burke driving in to passes to Howland. Howland back to Burke for 3. No good. And long pass for the Vikings. And Whitaker layup, no good. Gets the ball back to Radford. Radford, his second chance attempt. Good for the Vikings. DeGroot now at the top of the key to Burke. Burke looking around back to DeGroot, who tries to drive in, has to pick it up. Back to Burke. Driving in, has a layup, and fouled.
So Burke
looks
will,
like
Burke will go to the
Fagan
line.
can't believe it, but I don't know. That did look like it hit his arm. So
Burke will go to the line for 2. Now we got Rubert checking in, looks like, or waiting to check in, excuse me.
Yep. No, so 35-24 ball game. Now it's a 36-24 ball game. So, definitely a good lead for the Bengals right now. Can't get comfortable ever though.
Howland and McPhee will come out of the game, and Bobeck and Shoemaker, I believe, will come in.
That would be Shoemaker. And second free throw attempt, good. So 3:17 left in this third period. Ball goes out. Now 3:15 left in the period. And that'll be Rubert on the inbounds. Rubert to Stern. Goes down. Stern, not trying to go as quick. Looks like the Bengals, or not Bengals, Vikings try to set up a little bit more of a play here. Rubert looking around. Has Radford. Radford guarded by Burke. Drives in, big contested lay-in, and foul called. That'll be 2 for Radford. So pretty aggressive play there, wouldn't you say?
I would agree. And that will be, yep, just like you said, 2 for Radford. You're doing a great job, Wyatt.
I mean, I guess I've watched enough basketball to know.
Watched enough, yeah.
Like I said, wrestling a little bit more my speed, though. Used a little bit of this time to advertise Varsity Wrestling next week on the 4th, as that'll be streamed. So anyone here, if you want to tune in a little bit and watch some wrestling, of course, I won't be commentating that, but I will be competing. So.
And Wyatt's a dog at wrestling.
I'm all right at the sport, I guess. We'll try to stay humble. So, Mason, this will be a little more off topic, but your thoughts on the Super Bowl? Looks like Chiefs-Eagles rematch from 2 years ago.
You know what, I tell you what, I watched the Bills game, right? And you know what's crazy is I'm going to flame Wes a little. Wes posts the Chiefs win on Instagram after they win. I tell you what, nothing made me angrier.
And why is that? Are you anti-Chiefs?
I'm just big anti-Chiefs. I guess I just don't like a winner. I never really had an opinion when Patrick started winning some Super Bowls. It's good, but I've been a devout Seahawks fan, and
Oh, big Hawks guy.
especially when I was younger. And so, you know, I wasn't a big Tom Brady fan, but now Tom Brady's like kind of dissing on the Chiefs, and I'm kind of liking Tom Brady now, which is kind of
You know,
crazy.
I feel like maybe it's a little bit of a pattern that, you know, people just don't like winners. You know, maybe we just want to see someone else in the AFC Championship game.
I
But
think everyone loves it, like a Brock Purdy.
Udegroot in. Good ball movement there. Found a good shot. And
Everyone loves a Brock Purdy type story, you know?
yeah, I
And
think
so I always root for the underdog if the teams are in the Super Bowl. So I want
Stern
the
for
Eagles to win.
3. And rebound by Radford. And up again, no good. Burke gets that. And a little scramble for the ball. And good rebound there for Radford, you know. Maybe not the biggest guy in the court, but, you know, he's a dog and just goes for all those, you know. Not afraid to rebound. Definitely good for that Vikings thing. And that Shoemaker, bang-a-rang. Good shot there.
Great 3 by Shoemaker.
And, you know, those are the looks, you know. Talking about that, like 6 or 7 threes that Bengals are looking for. You know, that's just one of them. Stern in. Stern gets his own rebound and no good again. And secured by Shoemaker. And ball goes out. Looks like it bounced off Radford. Henson now checking in for Martin. You know, back to what we were saying earlier, you know, I will say I do happen to be an Eagles fan, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely excited to see my team in the bowl. So I guess it's my organization versus the Chiefs fans and every other Taylor Swift fan. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Henson. Well,
Big rebound by Henson to Shoemaker. Second 3, no good. And we got Rupert down the court. And ball poked loose. Stays blue ball. And we'll have inbounds from the Vikings. Let's see what they have drawn up here. And ball goes loose. Looks to be Bengal ball. DeGroot now to pass it in. Got 24 on 24. You got Shoemaker, another three-point attempt. Off big board by Bobeck. And he's fouled for 2. Big Bill, as some might call him.
some might call him, yeah. Little nickname.
See, hopefully the free throws are good. You know, left-handed shot release. First one.
No good.
And just a little off. And we'll see this second one. Hopefully it's not a Shaquille O'Neal situation with Bill. Second free throw is good. And we got 44 seconds left in the third period. Vikings looking to get a little bit more. Good defense there by Henson. Bengals, you know, deciding not to give anything up. Rupert up. Ball stolen by 24, and that lay-in good by Colin Wright, the sophomore.
DeGroot with the ball
DeGroot
now.
Bengals definitely looking to get some more. Good pass. And there's Big Bill in for the lay-in. Easy shot. Those are the shots that the Bengals love. Vikings going fast, trying to get one last shot before time runs out. Throws it up. No good. Off the backboard.
All glass right there.
So,
You know, It's those kinds of plays like that last one to Bobek right there. Those kinds of quick, organized plays.
Take what they got, and that time was the easy shot. So
that win games there. And Bobek, you know, when he's not under pressure like that, tends to make that easy layup. So maybe if
For sure.
Bengals can utilize that a little more.
I mean, you'd hope he'd hit it every single time with that size.
Yeah, be a little more beneficial towards the team. But
for sure.
What quick math right now? 45 minus 27. What is the lead right now?
That would be an 18-point lead.
18-point lead. So they're pretty far ahead. But we'll take this break with them real quick, and we'll be right back with some more action.
And we're back to it.
And we're yep, all right.
Yep,
I'm
no, we're
working
good. No audio problems. Might have been the commentator's fault. Walker's fast break attempt, no good. And Whitaker going now. So, Mason, what do you think was talked about in the huddles over that little break?
You know, I think, like we were saying, like that last play right there.
Yeah, good shot
to
from
Bobek.
Stern.
I think, you know, a play like that, something along those lines.
Or
is what
a play
was,
like that maybe from McPhee.
Or a play like that maybe.
I think the key for the Bengals right now is just finding open space. You know, I feel like they see themselves as a team that, you know, when they get those high percentage looks, you know, a lot of confidence when they have space, you know, they know that they're going to drain their shots if they don't really have that hand in their face.
I would agree.
All right, Walker now to McPhee. McPhee one-on-one against Stern, passes back to Howland. 3-point no good.
Little long there by Howland, you could say. White, you're doing a great job
at talking.
Yeah,
Mama said that might be my only talent besides, as some say, possibly wrestling.
You mind if I do what's it called, play-by-play again?
Oh, for sure,
I kinda
for sure.
missed it for a quarter.
Oh.
Okay.
No, we're a team. We can go back and forth. It's because we're that dynamic of a duo, if you ask me.
I know. We got to get our viewership up. You know, I love the Mason and Wyatt segment of these games.
Dynamic duo.
For sure. All right. Let's get back into it. Got some subs coming in. Shoemaker coming off.
I don't know. What would they call this?
I don't know.
Mayit?
Yeah.
YN?
YN? Oh,
nah.
Wait, that wouldn't even work, so. But, all right, back into it. We got Preeb with the ball. Preeb will go up. He'll make that shot. 2 points for Coeur d'Alene there. Walker driving up the court. Intended pass for, recovered by the Bengals. Henson with the shot.
Ooh,
bang, 3.
That was smooth.
Got that 3. Brings their lead 50-33.
You know, Henson is not that bad of a player.
Yeah, Whitaker, I don't know if that was a charge call there or.
Wait for the call from the official. And looks to be a blocking foul instead.
So Whitaker will go to the line and shoot 2. First one is money.
Pretty nice sound there.
Yeah, swish, swish.
surprising the microphone picks that up.
I know, isn't that? Boot mics are hot. So.
Not too hot, though.
And second one is off the rim. Rebounded by Henson. Henson will find Martin, or Howland, excuse me.
15 on 15.
Yeah, Howland makes a couple moves, and Walker will go back to Howland there. Howland to Martin. Martin, oh, picked up by Walker again. Walker will drive in, find Martin. Martin back to Walker. Walker to Henson. Henson to Howland. Howland to Martin. Bumped off the hand of Martin there, picked up, and the layup is good by Howland. Not the intended plan there for the Bengals, I think, but ends up working out.
2 is 2 no matter how you get it, so.
Preeb with the ball for 3, no good. Picks up his own rebound, tries getting it back in. That'll be McPhee.
3-on-1 in the fast break, but 1 seems to be enough.
Finds Preeb again. Preeb will go up for the layup, and that's good. Henson tries passing to Martin there, but dribble out of bounds by Abel on Coeur d'Alene.
Looks like Vikings fighting for everything, so. Which is, you know, definitely good to see in any contest, because, you know, it's not over till it's over, so. Ooh,
a little
slick
behind the back
pass.
pass there by Howland. Martin with the ball. He'll find Henson, or excuse me, Burke. Howland recovers. And Bengals will take a timeout. 4 minutes remaining on the clock, and we'll take this timeout with them. We'll be right back. And we're back. 3 minutes and 59 seconds remain in this quarter. Burke.
You know, looks like we've been seeing a lot of intensity from the Vikings.
Yeah, I would agree. Burke with the ball now. He will find McPhee, and McPhee will get fouled. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties there.
We got it fixed, though.
Got it fixed up. I believe that ball went out on Bengals. So that'll be Coeur d'Alene ball, and looks like Rubert will be taking that in. Rubert finds right there, and right will go up, no good.
Blocked by McPhee.
Howland showing off his shiftiness, but will get fouled again.
That's the only problem with being so aggressive now is Vikings definitely going to be picking up a lot of fouls if that's how they're going to play.
Well, there is only 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining, so going to do anything in their ability.
Yeah, fight till the end.
Burke using his speed over on the flank there. Tried driving in. He's trying to find a pass. He'll try and pass to Caden DeGroot there, but it'll go out of bounds on Razor from the Coeur d'Alene. DeGroot finds Martin. Martin will find McPhee, and McPhee will find Howland. Howland really warming up in these last, wouldn't you say, in his last 2 quarters?
Definitely.
Showing off his ball handling skills and putting some points up for the Bengals.
It's been important for him.
Radford drives in and will find Rubert. Rubert takes it himself, gets fouled, and he will go to the line for dose.
See.
And that first one is no bueno.
See. You know how cool it would be if we could call a game in Spanish?
Yeah, we need to make that a goal by the end of this season.
We'll get a little bit of Telemundo, or I think that's what it is. You know, of course, this is just high school LHS basketball, but you know, if there is anyone who would appreciate another language, we could look into it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. 2 languages.
You know, it always feels like when it's commentated in Spanish, it's just so much more hype.
Exactly.
Like, got the Messi, 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 or whatever.
Golazo, yeah.
Yeah. Just seem to get a lot more excited about it. Maybe that's the problem with American commentating, is it just doesn't get exciting enough.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it used
agree.
to be, but I don't know. All announcers and commentators just think they're too nonchalant for it or something.
Bobek goes to the line for 2. That first one is good. Caden DeGroot gets subbed out for Noah Shoemaker.
Or Crew de Groot.
Or, yeah, why do I keep saying Caden?
I'm pretty sure that's his older
That's
brother.
His older brother, Crew. I've been saying Caden the whole time. All right. Right with the ball. Finds Razor. Razor taking it himself, finds 24. 24 goes up, no good. Radford tries picking up the rebound there, and it'll go out on Bobek. So Coeur d'Alene ball. Recovered by Walker. Walker will go one-on-one against Wright. He drives in, finds Henson. Henson will find Bobek, and Bobek will go off the glass but get fouled.
It's got to be the nice thing about being that big, is you got to pick up so many fouls.
Kind of like an Addie McArcher style like we saw the other day.
And that was something we were analyzing.
Kind of just picking up these fouls as they're going up, being a big in the paint. So
You think that maybe they have a little more emphasis on free throw shooting for kids that size?
possibly.
I mean, if you know you're getting fouled, I mean, well, if you know that you're getting those 2 points anyways, it's got to make you a lot more fearless going up, right?
.24 with the ball. You will find Razor. .24 again. Takes on Henson. He finds Wright, and Wright will go up
Good
and
move
make
there.
that layup. Shoemaker finds Walker again, who finds Howland for 3 off the backside of the rim.
Bengal definitely not afraid to let the 3-ball fly.
For sure. 24 with the ball. Finds Wright. Wright bodies his way into the paint, and he will make that 2 points more for Coeur d'Alene. Jeez, Radford throwing a arm or something at Walker. Walker goes sliding across the court. A minute remaining, and Burke will sub in for Shoemaker.
And with that switch, that'll be a 16-point lead now for the Bengals. So it's like they showed up here and they're taking care of business. 17 now.
Second one. Yep, second one is good.
And they're in the bonus for the fouls, so, you know, Coeur d'Alene, you know, those fouls will definitely hurt them now.
Whitaker goes up for a layup there, and that'll go off the rim. Burke taking charge down the court. Finds Walker. Walker finds Henson. Henson loses the ball to 24. 24 will go up. Easy layup. Barely contested there. Burke with the ball back. Finds Walker. Walker driving in.
Bengals don't really got to do much more now. And no shot clock to worry about. And they can kind of just dribble this one out if Coeur d'Alene will let them. Which looks like they will, and with 10 seconds left. I mean, so how are we feeling about this performance from these young kids?
Pretty good game. I mean, what is that, a 15-point lead?
I mean,
Very
if I'm Coach Malm and I'm, you know, watching my JV play, I think that I'd be pretty happy with where they're at, you know.
I would too. I'd maybe, you know, working on Bobek finishing those layups in the paint would be good.
But
but other than that, you know, solid group of guys we got coming in.
Good place to be in.
Looks like we got the band here. Varsity's about to start, and stay tuned.
We'll
We'll
be throwing her over to Weston Asher. So I'm Wyatt Laney.
And I'm Mason Smith, and we're signing off.
See you next time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LHS here. Tonight's varsity contest between the Coeur d'Alene Vikings and the Lewiston Bengals. And we got you covered here. Asher, take it away.
Yeah, so Coeur d'Alene is coming into this game 7-8. Now that record might not look very impressive, but they've played very tough teams, having a tournament over in Vegas and playing just some great basketball. Yes, they've been traveling all around.
Whoa.
And losing to Post Falls and Lake City, those are two very good teams. Losing to them twice. But I mean, these teams are incredible. The amount of competition that they've been able to play this season has been great. And so over to the Bengals, an impressive 14-1, but I have to say less impressive opponents that they've beat. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Last game beating Sandpoint just on Friday, 72-47. Wesley, they've been blowing teams out. They've been shooting threes like no other. But here is a very solid competition. A true test to this Bengal team are these Coeur d'Alene Vikings, and it should be a great one tonight. I'm assuming back and forth, a whole lot of offense, and we're just going to see some very solid basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, and as you said, this Lewiston team has been nothing but on fire. It has been an absolute joy and amazing games we've watched from them.
And it just comes down to how many hours they spend into the gym. It really shows that they just outwork other teams, getting into the gym, getting their shots up, and just overpowering teams just with skill. I mean, they're not the tallest team, they're not the most athletic, they're not the biggest, but it comes down to their skills and how they can knock down the three. Whether it's through their press is incredible. Their offense, like we said before, incredible. Let's see how they play against this great Coeur d'Alene Viking team. Lewiston has a deep history with Coeur d'Alene, whether it's volleyball, football, or basketball. A true rivalry game tonight, Wesley. Although they're not in our division anymore, moving up to 6A and us staying to 5A, still very much a rivalry here in Lewiston, and we are underway. Just 10 seconds to go here before tip-off. I think the Star Spangled Banner and starting lineups coming our way.
We are back. Huge shout out to our public address announcer, Brooks Uhas. What a great job there by him, bringing the energy, and as well as dimming the lights.
It's great. The chills really come down the spine, you know, every single time. Doesn't fail to disappoint. Like I said before, big matchup here, big test for this Bengal team. Let's go.
So we're underway now, and that ball is going to go to the Bengals. That's going to be Walker to take it down now. Till search now looking for a bounce pass. That's going to get picked off there by number 44, Robertson. Now deep pass down on number 24. Now kick to number 3. No good. And an offensive rebound there by number 14, Kay Wheeler.
Yeah, it was a clear foul there by number 31, Parker Bogar, over the face of Kai Wheeler. Easy call there. Wheeler going on the line to shoot 2.
Wheeler's first one is good, so the Coeur d'Alene Vikings strike first. So as we said here, maybe a test here for the Bengals to see what they can really bring to the table. As he makes his second, Wheeler goes 2 for 2. So now to be Walker now. He'll dish to Fisher, as Fisher will now look. Now kick out to Torpy. Torpy now swings it, looking all the way across court for Aldridge, as Wheeler's there to get a piece of it.
Yeah, the Bengals really realize how big this game is. Not really much of stakes because they're not in the league anymore, but they can feel the presence of Coeur d'Alene. They really need to settle down here, get to their regular offense, which is very explosive.
So there was a lob pass to Walker here, and one thing I'm noticing just by on the court and looking at the rosters for each team, Coeur d'Alene definitely wins the height game.
Yeah, no doubt. It's not by a dramatic amount, but they are definitely bigger. But Lewiston isn't attuned to much different, and so they're used to being a little smaller than their opposing team.
So now Bogar will have it after the ball went out of bounds. It's Bogar with a pull-up 3. That one's going to hit the back of the backboard and goes straight up in the air, and Wheeler comes down with the rebound as he'll dish it over there at number 1, Murray.
Yeah, it was a good shot selection by Bogar. Pull-up 3. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I don't hate that shot.
Short handoff to Montague, as now he'll dish it over there to number 24, Simmons. Simmons now with it. He'll look, trying to find something. Simmons now, short pass there to Wheeler. Now back over to Murray. Murray will now search the top of the key. He's guarded by Aldridge, so that's now Bogar trying to get a piece of it, and they're going to call a foul on Bogar. Maybe reaching in there just a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's already his second personal, so Mason Way is going to check in for him. Nice job by jumping the pass. That shot clock was expiring, almost 5 left. So Parker Bogar able to bail the Vikings out. New, fresh shot clock for Coeur d'Alene.
So Murray will give over to Montague, as Montague now will look. Montague double team, now it's stripped away by Mason Way. Bengals still looking to strike here.
Yeah, the student section itching to stand up.
So now Walker will have it. They're going to reset. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nothing to worry about so far. Down by 2 as he'll dish over there to Fisher. Fisher drives, gets spotted away completely there by number 24, Caden Simmons.
Yeah, that's just great interior defense. Sandwiched in was Walker, and he's not very tall, so that shot was pretty easily blocked, but great interior defense by Coeur d'Alene.
So now Way will dish, swings all the way to Torpiez. Now back to Fisher in the far side corner. He'll kick it out beyond the arc again. So Walker will now have it. Walker, short hand off to Aldridge. Aldridge pumps and goes up, and nothing doing on the 2 there. Swatted away completely by Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson able to use his height, but a steal from Fisher.
Fisher goes in and lays it in for the 2. So tie ball game here in the first quarter. A great steal there by Fisher to get the fast break. As that's now Simmons trapped, he'll dish over, finds Wheeler. Now swings it all the way over to Murray, as he'll take it back to the top of the key for Simmons. Murray for the Vikings, he'll dish out there, top of the key, Robertson. Now swings, hook pass over to the Wheeler in the paint, and good for the 2.
Yeah, this is really the first team that I've seen that has gone inside against the Bengals, and I think that is the Bengals' Achilles heel, as Walker driving in and getting fouled, but I feel like that's really what the opposing team needs to do. If you're against the Bengals, you need to go inside and attack the post, because the posts aren't really posts. They're more big guards is what they are.
So Walker's first one is up and no good, as number 13, Maxwell Riley, is 6'7", senior for the Vikings. So Walker's second now is up and good. No threes yet from the Bengals. Something that we see them make a lot and go for a lot.
And only one three-point attempt coming from Bogart, and that's because it was the last second on the shot clock. So really not a designed three-pointer yet from the Bengals.
Wheeler's in for two there. So give the Vikings a three-point lead as Walker pull up three. That one falls for Jordan Walker.
Yeah, right as we say that, Walker, a nice three, such a good-looking shot, ties it up at 6.
So now Murray will dish it out there to Simmons. Simmons will now set up the offense here. So he'll dish over there to Riley. Riley now searches as gets a screen by Robertson. Riley at the free throw line. He'll dish out Wheeler, top of the key. Now looking for Robertson in the paint. Fisher's there to strip it away as Wade comes down with it.
How about Fisher's interior defense poking that ball free?
Aldridge for three. That one falls for Aldridge. Back-to-back threes for the Bengals.
Aldridge, not known as a three-point shooter, able to sink that in. Aldridge is hyped about that, and so are the entire Bengals. Up 3, forces Coeur d'Alene to call a timeout.
Welcome back to Varsity Basketball here on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Between the Lewiston Bengals and the Coeur d'Alene Vikings, so far we're set for a good one.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I feel like it's going to be a tight game to the end, and it's just going to come down to a last play situation, and I can feel it. It's going to be a good one.
So Blaze Hepburn draws a foul there for the Bengals. That'll just be his third team foul, though, for the Bengals. This quarter with just 4 minutes left to go. Murray will now have it. He'll look, bounce pass to Wheeler. Kicks it top of the key to Robertson as Robertson now searches. And he'll get caught for a travel.
Yeah, big man with the basketball. Maybe he's not very used to handling the ball there outside the perimeter. Got called for the travel. Turnover for this Bengal defense.
So now Walker will have it. He'll take it down for the Bengals. Walker to Rudolph as Rudolph now searches. He'll dish over to Fisher. Now back to Walker. Now deep pass looking for Fisher again on the near side corner. Fisher now floats one up for two, and that one's no good. Riley comes down for the Vikings.
Great move and great look by Fisher, unable to get that floater to sink.
That's now swung into the near side corner for a three. That's good for number 10, Tucker Booth.
Yo, this team could be like the Bengals, where everyone on this Vikings team can shoot the three ball. Bengals are going to have to look out for that.
Now Fisher inside the paint. He'll fade away too, and that one's no good as well, as Simmons comes down, 3-rebound for the Vikings.
Another great move by Fisher, just unable to connect.
Booth pump fakes in the near side. Now he'll be trapped in the paint. He'll go for a fadeaway too, and that one won't fall, as Hepburn comes down the rebound. So now Walker will have it. Walker will get fouled on the ground. Foul is on number 1, Ben Murray. So now it'll be Walker under the basket for the Bengals with 2:59 left to go here in the first quarter. It feels like this first quarter's gone on for a long time.
It has.
More than I'm used to. As Hepburn now way beyond the arc as he'll dish over to Rudolph.
Yeah, it's just kind of been a slow-paced game offensively for the Bengals.
It's Walker now. That one's going to sail as Riley comes down with it, as Walker's trying to get a piece of it from Murray, but Murray keeps up with it. So that's going to be stripped away there by Simmons. Simmons gets it stripped away by Walker, as Walker now has it for the Bengals.
The Bengals have shown some great hands defensively.
Hepburn will now search. He'll dish back to Rudolph at the top of the key. Rudolph now looks. He'll shorthand off to Torpy. Torpy at the free line, spins, now kicks out to Rudolph, now back to the top of the key to Walker. Swings it to the far side as Hepburn now has it. Hepburn will be stopped. Great interior defense by the Vikings on this possession right here. As Torpy now spins, he'll float one up and no good on the 2. And then that's rebounded there by Ben Murray.
Yeah, this might be a problem that the Bengals face when going up against these great teams. If they can't knock down their shots, then they're going to have some struggles here. But game's still tied up at 9.
Well, what I'm seeing is they're not really looking for a three-point. I mean, maybe they are, but anytime, it feels like they're looking more paint, which we're not used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, if you just watch, if you're a scouter and you're scouting the Bengals, you look at one game and you see if you stop them beyond the arc, then you've got a good chance at winning this game. They just dominate from beyond the arc. That's obviously their strong suit. Because they're not very big, they can't dominate in the paint, and so they have to resolve behind the arc.
So now Fisher will take it down now. As he'll now survey, he'll look. Gets a screen from Way as that's now Rudolph. Top of the key 3. That one's going to fall short. And Riley comes down for the Vikings as that'll be number 24. Simmons to take it down. Simmons now pump face and now dishes over to Booth. Booth will now look. It gets away from him and he's stuck at the free throw line. It's now that's stripped away by Fisher.
Man, how many steals have these Bengals gotten defensively in this first quarter? It's a lot.
So Hepburn will dish to Rudolph way beyond the arc. He'll go back to Fisher. And a foul will be called, I believe. That's going to be on number 12, Dylan Sudich.
Neither team scoring very recently. They've had a good defensive stops on both sides.
Yeah, this game so far all about the defensive side of the ball. As Rudolph will now look, he'll dish to Hepburn, and Hepburn will be called for a travel. Before that play can progress anymore, it'll be Viking ball.
Yeah, just some uncharacteristic things I've seen offensively for the Bengals. Some great moves, which is what you expect. It's just finishing the ball. The net just seemed to have a lid on it.
So now Simmons will be guarded there closely by Rudolph as Simmons now spins. He'll look and it gets stolen away as Hepburn comes down with it. Uneven numbers so far on this side of Coeur as now Fisher. He'll kick out to Torpy. And Simmons right there behind him, but now Torpy searches. He'll find Fisher. Great pass inside, but no good on the 2. But it stays with the Bengals as Rudolph now has it. Hepburn in the near side corner. That one falls long, and that's going to be rebounded by Riley. So that might be stolen away again. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Bengals.
Brady Rudolph making plays defensively when things aren't going right offensively. Rudolph steps in defensively. What a compliment Rudolph is to this Bengals team.
Rudolph's such an explosive player on defense side of the ball. Sure, we don't see him shoot that option that often, but oh man, can he play defense.
And he's only a sophomore.
Rudolph now outside beyond the perimeter. There's Hepburn in the far side. He'll look, he'll find Fisher. Short hand off to Rudolph, now to Torpy. Torpy. Not that much time, but a travel will be called on Dre Torpy. So now to leave the Vikings with 3 seconds left. So we'll see what the Vikings can draw up here as Aldridge and Krassel come in for the Bengals, and Walker and Fisher step off.
Yeah, definitely want to have your best defenders on the court right now.
So now Simmons will have it. He'll have a wide open 3 at the last second, and that's no good. So that will be the end of your first quarter. Neither team with double digits so far. 9-9 your score. This is Varsity Basketball on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. We'll be right back. And before we start this second quarter, we'd like to give a major shout out to Golden Steel. We'd like to wish him a very happy birthday.
Yeah, we were talking in the trailer before the game, and he just like slightly mentioned it was his birthday. We've been with him all day.
Yeah, we didn't know.
And we had
no
clue.
No idea that it was his birthday. So happy birthday to Golden Davy Steele.
And you know what he said? He wouldn't rather spend his birthday any other way than with us. And, you know, it just touched my heart. You know, just the amount of time he gives into this program, greatly appreciated. Everything couldn't be available without him. So big thank you to Mr. Steele.
So it'll be Simmons with the ball as he'll dish to Murray. So Murray will now dish over to number 12, Sudich. Now that's to Wheeler inside the paint, and that one's good for 2.
Yeah, that's just too easy for Wheeler there inside the paint. Bengals got to get some bodies in the paint defensively.
Royce dishes over to Hepburn. Hepburn might have an open lane. He floats one up, and that one's no good, and that's just something you can't afford to miss.
Yeah, and just another missed high percentage shot from the Bengals. But that's a good problem to have. It's pretty easy to fix making shots that are high percentage.
Wheeler kicks it out to Sudich. Deep 3 for Sudich, and that one's no good. Riley with the offensive rebound, and that one's good too.
Yeah, you just have to have position defensively, and you have to box your man out.
So Bengals down by 4. That'll be Walker for 3. That one in and out. Sudich comes down with the rebound as he'll dish over there to Simmons. Simmons now drives, goes up, and will be fouled. I believe that's going to send him to the line. Foul is number 55, Mason Way.
Yeah, it's just one of those nights for the Bengals, just a tough shooting night. And the only way to fix that is to just keep on shooting, have your players just watch the ball go through the net. That's really what needs to happen. Get their confidence up so they can knock down some shots. 9 points scored in the first quarter, Wesley. That is shockingly low numbers for this Bengals team.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to seeing them be up by maybe 20 in the first quarter or put up 20 points. But
yeah, I mean, I believe at Sandpoint at the end of the first quarter, they were up 20, let alone not even scoring 20, not even scoring 10 in the first quarter. So just a big change on this game compared to Sandpoint's on Friday.
So the base swung out to Krassel for 3, got it. So just the thing the Bengals need there to get them going again.
Great shot from Krassel in the corner. 2 very players that we haven't seen shoot the 3 ball, with Aldridge and Krassel shooting and connecting for the Bengals. Attaway stepping up, the unlikely players shooting the 3 ball tonight.
And I mean, one thing I love when this rivalry, we could call this a rivalry at this point,
for
the
sure.
Vikings between the Bengals, is there's energy like it's the fourth quarter and it's a 1-point game as Mason Way, great backdoor cut there. But it just feels like we're in the fourth quarter and we're down by 1.
Yeah.
That's the energy this atmosphere brings every single time.
Yeah, tied up at 14. And how about that pass from Brady Rudolph, eyes in the back of his head, finding Way in the paint.
So there's an and 1 for Kai Wheeler.
Yeah, that's just kind of a soft foul from Rudolph. If you're going to foul in the paint, shooting a lay-in, you got to foul harder than that. You have to make sure that the person driving doesn't make the shot if you're going to foul.
So his one and only is good, and before we can progress any more into the second quarter, there will be a timeout called by the Vikings. We'll be right back. And welcome back after a short little 30-second timeout called by the Vikings. Talking a few things over Vikings up by 3. So the Vikings bringing a little bit of pressure here as a deep pass looking for Krassel as he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Bengals really not used to going up against the press. They're usually the one bringing on the press. Maybe caught him off guard a little bit. Uncharacteristic turnover for the Bengals. It's Viking ball.
So now to be Simmons to take it down. Now he'll bounce pass into Murray. It's Murray now still beyond the perimeters. He'll dish it over to number 14. That's Wheeler. Now to Simmons again. Simmons goes up off the backboard. No good. Krassel comes down with the rebound. So now trying to swing it. It gets intercepted by Wheeler. Wheeler for the Vikings now. He'll drive. And a charge will be called. Mason Way draws the charge.
Great job by Mason Way. Usually Aldridge is the king of charge. This time it's Way planting his feet and taking one for the Bengals. This is what's really kept the Bengals in this game, is their great job defensively, whether it's through steals or that charge right there. They've been finding ways to get the ball back on offense.
So now to be Walker with it for the Bengals. He'll dish to Fisher. Fisher, deep 3, top of the key. That one in and out and no good as Riley comes down with the rebound.
I mean, those are just the shots that Royce is used to making. This time just rattles out.
That is a wide open lane there for Ben Murray.
Found a gap between the Bengal defenders and just drove right by.
So that one's going to be intercepted there by McCall. To be fouled by Jordan Walker.
3 turnovers in less than a minute of game time.
So Aldridge comes in for the Bengals. McCall is out for the Vikings, and I believe, not sure who came in for him. I believe it's going to be Booth. Maybe. I don't know. So that'll be Montague. So he'll dish over to Riley. Riley will now have it. He'll dish out of Simmons. Deep 3. That one's no good. But maybe an offensive rebound. Who are they going to call off of? They're going to call off of Jordan Walker.
Yeah, you just got to get 2 hands on the basketball. I saw some great blockouts there, but someone needs to go and attack the basketball and grab the board. This time it'll stay Viking ball. As you see that replay there. Last touch by Walker. That replay and all replays presented to you by the Diamond Shop.
So that'll be Montague inside the paint. He'll go up and gets rejected by Hepburn, and Fisher now has it. Fisher will look, top of the key to Aldridge. Now kicks to Hepburn on the far side. Hepburn now back to Walker, top of the key. Walker still looking, dribbles around, now kicks out to Hepburn. Now that's Bogart for 3. That one's gonna miss left. So some rare misses we see from the Bengals. I mean,
the struggles continue offensively for the Bengals, and like I said, you just have to keep on shooting and just hope the ball starts going in.
Man one will be called as Simmons gets it. So like we said, a rare missed 3 there. And I mean, the Bengals will have to find a groove there.
Yeah, that's really all that it comes down to. Maybe a little bit better ball movement. Everything offensively looks like normal for the Bengals. It's just when it comes to shooting the ball, it just doesn't go in.
That'll be Hepburn, and that one falls for Blaze Hepburn.
So seeing the ball going through the net, especially beyond the arc, that could spark some momentum for this Bengal team.
Wheeler will now have it. So he'll dish over to the far side corner. That's Montague now back to the top of the key, Simmons. Simmons will have it. He'll dish over to Montague. He'll move. Hepburn guarding him. He'll dish to Wheeler, top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Robertson now has it. He'll fade away too, and no good. But an offensive rebound there by Wheeler, no good as well. Ball's out of bounds, and I believe they're going to call a foul on number 44 for the Vikings, Evan Robertson.
And this replay presented to you by the Diamond Shop, a battle for the ball. And a easy miss there from Wheeler, just unable to connect. Bengal basketball.
So Fisher zips it over to Hepburn as Hepburn's now trapped in the near side. I believe they're going to call a timeout. Yes. So the Bengals call a timeout just to keep their offensive possession alive.
Yeah, you can see Hepburn on the recent side of your screen, trapped there on the sideline. Great timeout call by head coach Brooks Malm.
Welcome back after the timeout called by head coach Brooks Malm to keep the possession alive here for the Bengals. So let's see what they can get going here with 2:50 left to go here in the first half. Down by 4. Hepburn now kicks out to Bogart. She'll just dish it out to Fisher for a 3. That one's going to fall long. So that'll be Simmons now. Simmons drives and will get fouled.
I believe that's going to be on Fisher.
Yes, it is. Fouls on number 2, Royce Fisher.
Yeah, all I can say about this performance so far is just uncharacteristic. They're doing all the right things, both offensively and defensively. The shots just aren't falling. It's as simple as that.
And I mean, you said the solution to this. You just got to keep shooting. Can't lose confidence in it. That's the biggest part when it comes to it, is just confidence.
Yeah, not putting your head down, keeping that head up, keep fighting offensively, keep getting stops defensively, and maybe look for some higher percentage shots or just keep shooting beyond the arc. Something's got to change, though, offensively for the Bengals.
So let's see what happens here as Royce now looks for a bounce pass to Hepburn. He'll kick out Torpey as Torpey will now search. He'll dish it off to Hepburn. Back to Aldridge on the near side. Aldridge, he'll drive. Now might find an open lane. He'll go up and will get fouled. So fouls on number 44, Evan Robertson.
Great move by Aldridge there as you see this replay presented to you by the Diamond Shop. Good smooth drive by Aldridge. His scoop layup hit the front of the rim. Got bailed out by that foul, but 2 shots for him.
Aldridge's first misses. So that's another thing. Free throws.
Yeah, that also has not been very good for them, missing many free throws. I mean, you have to capitalize on at least some of your scoring opportunities if you want to get back into this game. Only five-point game here, so clearly, and so much basketball to be played, so much time for adjustment. No time to panic here.
So that's Simmons in the near side, and now on that one, but Robertson may come down with it, but that's an offensive rebound there by Wheeler, and that's good for the 2. Deep pass to Aldridge. Aldridge goes up and no good, but a foul will be called late.
What a pass from Fisher from the half-court line all the way to Aldridge under the basket. Yeah, look at that pass. But what a block, my goodness, by Wheeler. Pinned against the backboard. Late call, like you said, sends Aldridge back to the line.
So we'll see what Aldridge can do here. His first one is up and no good.
Lots of points getting left from free throws.
Aldridge's second is up and that one falls for him. So Simmons will now have it. He'll cross over, got it by Aldridge. Now zips it to Wheeler, he'll look. Now over to Booth, now back to Wheeler, now top of the key to Simmons. Simmons will now drive, and he'll get fouled. That one's gonna be on the ground. Fouls on number 21, Brady Rudolph. That'll be his second.
See this replay presented to you by the Diamond Shop. hard foul.
So they are going to send him to the line to shoot too.
I think they're in the bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There we go. I was going to say that.
Yeah, definitely was on the ground.
Simmons' first one falls short.
Student section happy about that one. It's purple haze tonight, so they're all decked out in purple. .128 to go in this half. Bengals down 6.
Simmons' second is good. Under 90 seconds left to go here in the first half. Rudolph to take it down now. He'll zip over to Fisher. Now back to Rudolph. Long overhead pass there to Torpey. As Torpey will now be trapped. Torpey will search for something. He'll bounce past to Rudolph as Rudolph will now have a dribble. He'll zip it over to Tetmer now to Way in the near side corner. Way's threes. That one's going to fall long. That'll be Murray now with it. Murray gives over to Simmons. No good. Riley offensive rebound now. He'll turn and good for the two there.
Yet another offensive rebound for this Viking team. And we talked about the offensive drought, but how about this Viking defense getting traps?
Rudolph's three is no good. Way trying to keep it alive. They're going to call a jump ball, but it will stay with the Bengals.
See this replay presented to you by the Diamond Shop. The fight for the ball way on the ground. Able to keep possession of it for the Bengals. Arrow points Lewiston.
So Lewiston in need of something to maybe go into halftime with a positive. Let's see what they can do here. Torpey now dishes to Fisher in the near side. Fisher goes around. He'll put one up and no good on that one as Simmons comes down with it for the Vikings. Simmons gets it away from him as Fisher's there to strip it away. So Fisher will now set up something. They have 25 left to go. No shot clock. So a last shot here.
Yeah, they usually start the play at 10 seconds.
So here we go. They're going to start. Torpey. Deep three for Fisher. That one's short.
Yeah, I don't know if I love that shot. There was 4 seconds on the play clock. I think it could have gotten a better look. But Bengals will stay in possession, and Rudolph is going to shoot some free throws. Bad foul from the Vikings.
So we'll see what Rudolph can do here at the line. First one is up and good. His second up and no good. So Riley comes down with it. He'll put one up at the buzzer, and that one misses to the right. So that will be the end of the first half. A rare first half you see from the Bengals.
Yeah, just uncharacteristic 3-possession ball game. Definitely still in reach. It could be a lot worse. So Bengals need to make some adjustments as an understatement. As you see some replays here from the first half, we'll see you for some second half action in 10 minutes.
Can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. 'Cause adventure, it can wait. And there's no
here at LHS for some second half action coming your way on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
And Wesley, the third quarter is where the Bengals shine. The times where they're either behind in the first half or it's a close game in the first half, the third quarter is where they make their separation and set themselves up for the fourth quarter. So expect to see the Bengals fiery on offense and defense. Expect to see their shots going in and expect to see a completely different team than we saw in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they almost have to. It's not something like they could be fiery. They have to be fiery in order to win this ball game here. This third quarter could determine a lot of things for the outcome.
Exactly. They have to see a completely different team.
So it'll be Wheeler with it for the Vikings now as he'll bounce pass into Simmons. Trapped, but a travel we called. So the Bengals draw a turnover. So maybe things starting to go their way.
Exactly, a great start defensively. Let's see how they can respond on the offensive side. First play offensively for the third quarter.
So it'll be Walker. He'll dish over to Bogar. Shorthand off to Torpy as Torpy will now look. Torpy will lose control, but he'll retain it. So he'll go back to the top of the key. Just shorthand off to Bogar. Now right back to Torpy. On the far side now back to Walker. So Walker will now look. Walker spins, and it's going to get stolen away there by Murray. Excuse me, Montague. Montague floats one up, and a charge will be called.
There it is, back-to-back turnovers defensively for the Bengals. First time was a travel, second time a charge from Aldridge.
So now something has to happen. You've had 2 chances now. This will be your second. Get something. It's probably the urge of every Bengal fan here and every Bengal fan watching at home. Get something going as Walker now dishes out to Bogar. Top of the key three. That one's no good. I was ready for that one to fall in, but overall it doesn't.
Just the issues continue. I thought it would change at the start of this second half. Still plenty of time for things to turn around.
That's Robertson loses control of it. He'll dish out. Now that's Murray for 3. Good.
It's a heartbreaking 3 if you're a Bengal fan. Now down 11.
Find a way to respond, and now Bogar gets it again. He'll put one up, and that one falls for Parker Bogar.
That's exactly what the Bengals needed. Student section stands up. Bogar knocking down a 3.
Long pass by Murray. Keeps it in bounds as Wheeler, but it's going to get away. Goes into bounds, and it will be the Bengal ball.
And we're experiencing a wide shot issue. That's the big up top shot. I'm assuming a battery's dead. We ended up streaming the JV game before this, so
Try to
maybe
get
not full batteries, but
Yeah, we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. It'll be Torpy now at the top of the key. He'll dish out. It's going to get tipped up by a Viking. That is Simmons. Goes out of bounds and will stay with the Bengals. Fisher will call Walker over as he'll dish back to Fisher. Hopefully try to set up something offensively as he'll dish to Walker, top of the key. Now short to Fisher.
it's a defensive foul. That's going to be on the Vikings. Number 24, Caden Simmons. Crowd loving that. Also, that resets the shot clock. It was waning down to the final seconds. Fresh shot clock for the Bengals.
So now a second chance here. We'll see if they can get going. Out to Bogar, now to the Aldridge on the far side, excuse me. And another foul will be called defensively. Simmons draws another.
Simmons is shaking his head, raising his hands, and student section absolutely loving this, clapping right in front of Simons. 3 team fouls for Coeur d'Alene so far.
To Aldridge. Now bounce pass looking for Walker. It's going to get away as Riley comes down with it. That'll be Murray trying to find Riley. He will. So that's now in the near side corner. Murray dishes over to Simmons. Simmons. Well, look, he zips it all the way over to Murray. Far three for him, and that one's good.
This Coeur d'Alene offense can play. I mean, hats off to them. They know how to shoot the ball. Their shots are going and ours aren't. It's really the answer for this score difference right now.
Walker will drive in. He'll go up and will get fouled. That will send him to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 1, Ben Murray, a 5'9" sophomore.
Four team fouls for the Vikings, and we have a little under 5 minutes to go, so that could be a plus for the Bengals going to the line more.
So we do have our wide shot back, thankfully. Would be a tough game to watch from home without it.
Sure would, yeah. Shout out to our crew behind the scenes. Once again, all student-led. Everybody running this stream, us behind the mics, behind the cameras, in our media trailer, all students at the Lewiston High School bringing you this top-notch stream for free, by the way. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, LHS Bengals on YouTube. Let your friends know that these games are being streamed. We greatly appreciate all your support.
So bounce pass into Coeur. Now Murray, far side corner 3. That one no good. Bogar strips down the rebound. Bengals still looking for momentum to go their way. Hepburn dishes to Fisher. Fisher, pull up 3. No good. Hepburn trying to come down with the offensive rebound. No good there. As Sudich.
Lots of physical contact under the basket. No foul called. Could have been called on either side. I like it that they're letting the players play. Lewiston showing some pressure. Time-stopping discussion at the scores table. So the ref is saying there should be 3 team fouls, 3 on Coeur d'Alene, 1 on Lewiston.
And I believe what he said when Simmons drawed that defense, if it wasn't a foul, it was just, I guess you could say flopping. I think that's what I heard him say from the table when he got hit by the screen. But another offensive foul drawn.
The Bengals are just great at offensive fouls. I really don't see it that often, but when I do watch these Bengals, it happens. It is a very common thing. And it sure is effective for the Bengals. Lots of turnovers created from charges.
So Bengals, many opportunities.
Yeah, their defense has just really bailed them out so far. That's what kept them in this game, getting stops.
Fisher goes up and he gets stripped away by Murray. So Murray will have it now, gets away from him as Krassel now has it. He'll look for Fisher. He holds on to it. Fisher now up for the 2 and good.
Great job by Fisher, corralling the wild pass. So we started missing that shot, and he got a steal defensively, turning things around, and he gets another chance to score, that time capitalizing.
As that ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Bengals. So maybe.
Yeah, you're feeling a little energy shift from A, the crowd, and B, the team. They're starting to get feisty on defense, and they're maybe starting to score more on offense. We'll see here.
Boy, a 3 would be incredible right now. Bogar, top of the key, he'll look. Now kicks out. Hepburn for 3. Got it! Blaze Hepburn!
From downtown, the crowd pops. 4-point game, ladies and gentlemen. It is back. Bengals here to play in the 3rd.
So Murray will have it. He'll kick out to Simmons. Simmons now looks, goes up. No good on the 2. And Rudolph now has it. Hepburn, fast break. He'll slow it down now. Maybe looking for another 3. We'll see. He'll dish to Fisher. Now to Rudolph. Pump fakes. But a travel will be called. So the Vikings will call a timeout. So the Bengals able to chip away at the ice. Haven't fully melted it yet, but they're working on it. This is the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Lewiston High School, a beautiful Lewiston High School campus.
5 years old. 5 years old. Yeah.
Pretty nice place, wouldn't you say?
Oh, for sure.
We love it here at Lewiston High School. So it'll now be the Vikings with it. Dish over to Simmons. Simmons now drives in, goes up with the 2 and no good. Offensive rebound, no, stripped away. Hepburn says no.
Yeah, these Vikings haven't got anything on offense rather than that 3.
Crassel, top of the key 3, no good. Riley comes down with the rebound. Would have made a 1-point game there. We'll see what they can do on defense here. So that'll be Simmons now. Simmons will look. He'll dish over there to Booth. Guarded by Bogart. He'll dish out Murray. Now looking inside the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay with the Vikings. So Aldridge will come in now for the Bengals, and Fisher will come out. So we'll see what the Vikings can do here. Murray under the basket. He'll search, looking. Deep pass over there to Simmons. He'll look on the far side. Simmons, deep 3. Wow.
Heavily contested from Bogart, a foot beyond the arc. I mean, in the books, that's a bad shot, but it went in.
Hepburn will now dish to Rudolph at the top of the key. Now kicks out Hepburn. He'll look. Now stuck at the wing at the free throw. And a travel will be called on Hepburn.
2 travels in the third quarter. You rarely see this from the Bengals team. Looking a little defeated, down 7, still very close game. A whole quarter to play and then some. So Bengals need to get some fire under themselves right now. Seems quiet in here. I don't know. It just seems dead.
Great pump fake there by Tucker Booth to get it in for the 2. And like you said, it does kind of seem quiet in here. Bengals need to get something to light the candle again, as they have been somewhat had momentum as Fisher's there, good for the 2. So maybe something. Maybe the match was struck. We haven't lit the candle yet.
We see some friction. We see a little bit of sparks.
So Murray will now have it. Guarded by Walker. He'll set up the offense. Now he'll search. He'll find Booth. Kicks it over Riley on the far side. Now back to Simmons. Simmons drives, goes up, and that one's good for the 2.
And a foul after the play. Looks like on Simons.
Simmons will draw a foul. That'll be his second.
Yeah, so not his third. That what we thought was a foul and what went into the books as a foul was a warning for a flop.
So now bonus time for the Bengals. They're going to have 26 seconds with it. So maybe some crucial free throws here. Walker will be at the line for the Bengals. So his first one due up. And no good. That one falls short. So the Bengals will have one more quarter, down by 9. Now down by 8. So if you made it this far with the 3 not falling, it's got to fall in the 4th.
It has to. That's their main shot on coming back. We can see how explosive this team is. They can put up 15 points in 2 minutes. So really, no comeback is too large for these Bengals, and under a double-digit deficit, anything can happen in a whole quarter.
So it'll be Murray. He'll dish over there to Wheeler. Wheeler spins, goes up, and no good on the 2. And that will be the end of your 3rd quarter. So great job by the Bengal defense to make sure that lead for the Vikings doesn't become too much.
Yeah, that was a big defensive stop there. It might not seem like a lot, but if the Vikings would have scored there, not only would it demoralize them, but put them up 10, making it that double-digit lead, but only a single-digit deficit for the Bengals heading into the 4th quarter. We'll see what they can draw up, and we will see you for some
4th quarter action coming your way. And welcome back to Lewiston High School. Bengals have one more quarter of play to find themselves in the win column again.
Head coach of the Vikings, maybe an assistant coach, pleading to the ref that there's been a lot of flopping going on. We got one warning of a flop, but maybe that's a key thing that we're going to see here in the 4th quarter. We'll see. Under 8 to go here until there is a winner here in Lewiston.
So Fisher will have it now. He'll dish over to Walker. Walker drives, now kicks out Torpy. Torpy pumps, then back to Walker, now back out to Torpy. Wide open 3 for Dre Torpy. That one falls. Dre Torpy.
Needed 3 for the Bengals. Torpy, such an excellent 3-point shooter. If he could get hot in the 4th, it's game over for the Vikings.
Dre Torpy. That is his first points of the game.
Coming up at a great time.
So now defense becomes the issue here for the Bengals if they can keep shooting like that on offense.
But the defense has been strong this entire game.
So Simmons with it now. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. Wheeler has an open lane. He'll go up and good for the 2. Great execution there by the Vikings.
Yeah, it was a great job by Torpy getting his hands up. Not much more he could do.
Torpy with it. He'll look, trying to find it a kickball violation, so it will stay with the Bengals.
Yeah, a little bit of a forced pass by Torpy. He is known for his shooting and his passing. That has been his star ability so far this season.
So Fisher onto the basket for the Bengals as they'll have a possession here. 27 left to go on the shot clock. Lob pass there, looking for Aldridge. There's ways there to keep it alive. Now to Fisher in the near side corner. He'll look, now back out to Aldridge. Aldridge will stop now as he'll look and kicks it back out to Walker. 15 on the shot clock as he'll hit Torpy. Torpy now drives, goes up and no good on the 2 and no foul.
Yeah, lots of contact, no call.
That's now far side Booth. Kicks out to Simmons. Deep 3 for him and he drills that one. A statement 3 there.
It sure was. That really silenced the crowd. It silenced me.
Walker looking to respond. Nothing doing there. As Montague comes down with the rebound. And an offensive foul will be called on Stockton Montague.
Bengals need something here on offense, whether it's a 2 or a 3 or just a good offensive possession. It doesn't even have to end in points. They just need a good lengthy possession, establish themselves on offense, and set themselves up for the rest of this game.
Hepburn over to Rudolph, top of the key. Now he'll kick back out to Hepburn. Hepburn looks, now kicks out. Lots of ball movement as Bogart now drives in. He'll go up and good for the 2.
Exactly what I just talked about. That's exactly what the Bengals needed in that moment.
So Montague now has it. It's ripped away. Bogart comes down with it. No call, but a travel will be called. And that is a costly turnover. I mean,
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the rule is there because
yeah, I don't know
Bogart,
either. That would have been.
Tripped over Montague, so I don't know if that's a foul on Montague or if that really is a travel because he fell on the ground.
Wheeler goes up for the 2 and good.
Obviously, Bengals not liking that call, but I'm not sure what the right call is there.
Fisher up for the 2 and no good. This battle for the ball starts now as Murray ends up with it. He'll dish over, finds Montague. Montague has it. 5:14 left to go. Now to Simmons for a 3. Got it again. And another statement 3.
Yeah, Simmons on fire right now. 17 points.
Fouls on number 10 right there, Tucker Booth. So now Bengals really need something.
Yeah, the rest of this game, every time they're on offense, it's pretty much a must-score situation.
Rudolph with it. He'll look, now kicks out Fisher for 3. Got it!
And even for just momentum purposes, they need a score. Got to keep the energy up here.
Back to Murray. So he'll give to Simmons. So maybe the Vikings looking to have longer offensive possessions.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that. They have to milk the shot clock here.
Booth looking for Simmons. It goes out of bounds.
Great defensive possession for the Bengals. They're not being too aggressive, trying to get the quick turnover. They're setting down, taking a seat back, and they're back on offense here. 10-point game.
Bogart has it. He'll dish over to Hepburn. Hepburn for 3. No good. That one's going to fall right. And Booth comes down with the rebound. So Simmons with it. He'll drive. Goes up and foul. He'll get fouled as he went up with it. Fouls on number 2, Royce Fisher.
It's a good hard foul. I mean, I mentioned before, you can't have those soft fouls when they're driving in the paint. As you see this replay presented to you by the Diamond Shop, Simons hit the ground hard. But I mean, there's no possible chance that he can make that shot, and that's the fouls you have to commit.
First one.
The crowd, and especially the student section, letting him know he didn't hit the rim there. I mean, even little things like that can make the difference in this game. Getting the crowd more involved and getting more momentum on the Bengals, as silly as an airballed free throw, I mean, that could pay big dividends.
So Walker will have it now. He'll find Torpy. Back to Walker. Over to Bogart. Bogart with a 3. No good, in and out there. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Bengals. 3:52 left to go. I mean, we could say it almost every possession. They need something.
Gotta score.
This is most likely a must score, or the Vikings might be able to seal it out. Bogart up and no good on the 2. Booth comes down with the rebound as he'll dish to Simmons. Back over, he'll find.
They have not looked the sharpest on offense.
Murray will look, he'll give over to McCall. Dishes out to Wheeler as Wheeler will look. Gives to Murray, now right back to Wheeler. He'll go up and a foul and an and 1.
That might just be the dagger, Wesley. And 1.
It might be. I mean, you can't ever count the Bengals out because,
Right.
like we said, we've seen them score 9 to 10 points within a short amount of time.
But yeah, now is where you start shooting primarily beyond the arc, getting threes instead of twos, and you're gonna have to get stops on defense. If you're the Bengals, you just need a complete switch.
Yeah, and the story tonight for the Bengals has really been the three. I mean, it just hasn't been falling. And
It's simply been an off night, and
It's-
that's that.
it's one of those things where we talk about it as Walker now for three. That one falls for Walker. So maybe, but like we said, if they're not falling, this team will find them in rough spots, and they find themselves in one right now. So down by 10, like
Yeah.
we said, we've seen them score in a short amount of time. I believe you saw on Friday against Sandpoint. They've scored within, I believe, a minute, 10 points. So
Yeah, but it's not the same defense as Sandpoint. It's much tougher, and they have been giving the Bengals the work on defense. And so, man, they just have to play perfect from now on, and that's what it's going to come down to, getting stops on defense and scoring threes on offense. It would be something if the Bengals come back here, and I tell you what, if they do come back, my goodness, will this place erupt.
yeah, I mean, that'd be one thing I'd love to see, but 10 points away. I think it's very fair to say that it's a challenge.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. And props to this Coeur d'Alene team. I mean, they've always been good, whether it's football, basketball. They have just been a very solid sports program. And we'll see if they can get a road win here against the Bengals.
So let's see what happens here. With the last 2:34 left to go here in the fourth quarter, as Simmons will have it. He'll be guarded by Fisher. So that one's going to get away. Let's see who they're going to say it stays with. It's going to stay with the Vikings. So one thing that anyone guarding Simmons needs to do is they need to play close on him no matter where he is. I mean,
And that's what Fisher's doing. You see here.
so that'll be Murray. Deep pass over to McCall. So he'll dish it back to Booth. Now back to Simmons. Simmons drives, has an open lane. He'll go up and good for the two. So this Viking team has just been able to have lengthy offensive possessions.
Yeah, that's a picture-perfect possession if you're Coeur d'Alene.
Aldridge will now have it. He'll give to Walker now. Kick out Bogart for three. Got it.
I mean, the Bengals are exchanging twos for threes. That's what they need to be doing. They just need to start getting stops on defense and getting stops early.
That's over to Murray. Aldridge trying to get a piece of it. Nothing doing there. As Wheeler now has a deep pass over to Booth. He holds onto it somehow. So dish to Simmons.
Man, McCall was wide open underneath the hoop.
So that was McCall there, but Wheeler comes down on offensive rebound. He'll kick out to Murray, now back out to Simmons. And at what point do
Gotta
you,
bring
do you
pressure
start
now.
fouling? Yep, right there we have it. So Fisher starts the foul game. They have one more to give up. So
3-possession game. It's 3 threes. But those offensive boards, you have to come down with that. You have to get a body on the defender if you're the Bengals.
and there's another foul, so they cost their two right there. Fouls
Yeah.
on Bogart. That'll be his fourth.
One more foul to give. Obviously, you're going to go for the ball first. Time, obviously, a factor for the rest of this game.
So that'll be Montague. He'll get fouled by Rudolph.
So 2 shots for the Vikings. Send Montague to the line to shoot 2. This to make it a 4-possession game.
His first one is up and good.
That was a big shot, big time shot, making it a 4-possession game rather than a 3-possession game. 10-point deficit here, 1:20 to go.
His second is no good. Ball's out of bounds and it's off a Bengal.
Sums up the game right there. Unable to get the board. Coeur d'Alene ball.
That one's into Wheeler. Wheeler will go up and he'll get fouled.
I think I called it a jump ball.
Not sure what the call is there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw a call from the ref I've never seen before, so.
Simmons will dish. Will get called for a foul on Jordan Walker. So making these might just put it away. Murray's first one falls.
No matter what, it would still be a 4-possession game.
Second one is good. And a timeout will be called. So we'll see what the Bengals can do to try to crack at this deficit. 1:14 left to go here in the ballgame. We'll be right back. This is the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Welcome back to Lewiston High School, here for the rest of this fourth quarter, as the Bengals have found themselves down by 12. 4 threes could put them back in it, but obviously pretty hard to do.
It's a big task. We'll see.
So you're going to have to put something up quick. It's Walker now, deep pass to Hepburn. The far side, he'll dish it right back over, looking for Fisher. That gets intercepted by Wheeler. Another foul will happen there on number 4. Jordan Walker. That'll send Simmons to the line to shoot 2. So the story for the Bengals, I'd say the 3.
Yeah. And even mid-range shots and points in the paint, I mean, just not being able to put the ball in the net just in general, no matter where they were at, just haven't been able to score offensively. I mean, 47 points. Don't know what their season low is, but it's got to be pretty close to that. We're just used to seeing such an explosive performance from the Bengals offensively.
So it'll be Walker now to Fisher for a 3. No good there. That one's going to sail. With 45 seconds left to go, another foul drawn on number 3, Aldridge. And this is a matchup I would love to see again.
Yeah, I mean, if the Bengals were hot, it's a completely different story. You know, they beat Lakeland by 1, a league opponent, and I talked to one of the players, and they just said they had an awful game offensively. Shots weren't flying. I think they shot like 10 for 45, something crazy like that. And the fact that they still won, if they had a much better shooting percentage, I mean, they would have won by 30. And so by any given night, this team can look completely different. And so when you look at the postseason, if they can't play consistently, then it comes up to by chance. You know, if they have an on game or a rough night, and just getting a consistent level, playing at a consistent level is really what they need to get down to. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that's a pregame ritual thing, if it's on the road versus at home. Whatever they need to do, they just need to get how they can play at an elite level consistently. I know that's easier said than done, but I mean, that's not the same team that we saw any other games. And so it'll go down as a loss, but I think that they've learned a lot, not only about themselves, but that as teammates and how to play against a high-level opponent. You know, it's not a league game. They're a whole division ahead of us, and so it was a tough loss, but it was a good loss, and I think it was very beneficial for these Bengals.
So yeah, that'll do it here from us in Lewiston. Coeur d'Alene coming out on top 63-47. You'll see some post-game highlights brought to you by the Diamond Shop. And that'll just about do it for us here tonight. I'm Wes Hass.
And I'm Asher 5. And we will see you on Friday, a league game, big game against Lakeland. Like I said, we beat them by 1 last time. This time we're hosting them. Stick around. Boys and girls, it's a doubleheader on Friday here on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Ladies and gentlemen,